You're right, YouTube. So, Dan here, and I'm going to start this video with a quick disclaimer. I was reading an article in the very early hours of the morning. I do apologise, but I can't find the link to it anywhere. But it's about this. Now, I've just made this video, and I've gone on and on and on calling it an EGR system and an EGR valve. It turns out that this might not actually be an EGR valve for these bikes. I read a thing that said this is actually an SAS or an AAI. It's got a couple of different names. I think they were the ones. It was early in the morning. If I got that wrong, I'm apologising, but I think that's what it was called. So yeah, it does kind of the same job, but it's something to do with like managing inlet pressure, I think. So like when you're going sort of down a hill using engine braking, you build up a ton of pressure in there, like from the airbox, and it's meant to like feed air straight from the airbox into the exhaust system rather than the other way round, to relieve the pressure that goes through the inlet, I'm pretty sure, or something along those lines. So yeah, just a quick disclaimer, it's not actually an EGR valve, I think. Don't know that for sure, but I read an article that said that. But it's fine to delete it on one of these because it's all about, I think, like saving your catalytic converter on a stock exhaust, and I don't have that anymore because I got the stainless system. So yeah, that's that. And there's a quick look at the blanking plate that now exists instead of the whole system on there. So with that said, let's get into my video with me calling it an EGR the whole time. Thanks very much. Hello again, YouTube. Dan, doing bits on the pulse, as you can see. But you join me on the floor of my garage today, and it's because we're going to remove this dirty, horrible, crusty looking EGR. Now, I mentioned in a previous video, I noticed there's a big old split in the pipe, which you can see there. That's not ideal for an EGR system. So yeah, I'm just going to get it all off the bike, because right now, if you saw in the last video, it started up, but the rev shot straight up to 8,000 and it doesn't want to come down. So what I'm going to do is give the whole bike an overhaul and start it up again, and I'm hoping once I've done fresh oils, fresh filters, got rid of this system, so there's hopefully no air leaks, it's all going to run a lot better. That's the plan anyway. So what I've done already, I'll quickly show you on this side. This right here, that's the tube that provides the suction to the EGR. So I've blanked that off with a small piece of tube and then stuck a bolt in it, a Jubilee clip around the top and a pipe clip on the bottom. Yeah, I looked around for actual like plugs or something for the air lines, but I couldn't find anything. So that's what I'm working with. Then over on this side, there's that big plug-in on the airbox here, and that runs to it as well, which I'm guessing is where it's going to suck the air from. That I've blanked off with a small piece of braided tube, which I stuck on there with a conventional method of a new clip. And then in the end there, I have no idea where it's come from, but I found this little plastic plug, and that's got a little stem on it, so that's what I'm using to plug that off. It does seem airtight, so I'm hoping it's all going to work for me, and it looks quite nice too. I'm quite happy with, sort of, you know, it's not too messy. But I'm quite interested to see if anyone else has done an EGR delete, how you've plugged these off, because, you know, I'm sure there's something that looks better than that out there. So yeah, last things to do now is this tube that was connected onto there needs to get out of the way, as well as all that nasty valve system and the other tubes coming off it, which is this one here. So I'm going to simplify my system a bit. So, coming around this side, what I'm going to do first is, I think I'm going to try and take that whole valve off, which I believe I can take these. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I might just have to take it right off of the bracket. So I'll just undo that, pull it all apart, and take it off of there, pull this tube, so most of that stuff will come out all at once. Let's see if that works, I don't know. Right, so here's something I'm finding quite challenging on this bike. Don't know if anyone's found the same thing, but the bolts that they seem to use on this, I'm guessing out of the factory, like look, they're just made of chocolate. I've had this one, honestly hour time, that one snapped when I've tried to undo it, literally went like butter, and I've had one under the mudguard, as you can see right there, that one's gone as well. So, you know, everything's still on there nice and solid, but it is kind of annoying. And I've just taken out one of these ones for the EGR valve. As you can see there, that's the bottom one. And look how badly rusting that is. If rust can get in there, surely air and stuff can get out of there. Rubbish. So I'm having to be very careful with this other one because it's being a bit stubborn. So I've kind of loosened it a little and I'm DP60 in it. I'm going to let it soak and then I'll give it a wiggle around, give it another spray, because I don't want to push it. I don't want to snap anything off in the engine, that's for sure. But we are making good progress, as you can see. Let's show you this side. It's gone very well. All of this nastiness has come out. A lot of that's just spray, that's nothing dodgy, just so you know. But isn't that nice? Look, all of this crap is now not in my lovely engine. This, oh yeah, that's the EGR valve wobbling around. I just wondered, why did that just give way? Oh my god. No, that's fine. So yeah, I've taken off all the bracket and stuff now, and I've just popped the bolt back in there just to stop the threads rusting up in case I want to use that for anything else. So now, wait for this bit to loosen up a bit, and then get that off, and I've got my blanking plate coming either Monday or Tuesday, and that'll go on, and that's that all sorted. Okay, so this bit's off now. As you can see, another big nasty part we don't need on the bike. And under here, that's where it was. Now kind of sort of clean-ish. I got that last little bit to get off and then it'll be sorted. And that's all going to be waiting for its new blanking plate and a new gasket. That's the gasket that come off it, or what's left of it. And there's the bolt that I took out that didn't want to come out. As you can see, it's just like near on half rusted in, so they're a bit dodgy. But luckily that's all come out no trouble. So, thank you very much for watching my EGR delete video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to watch the other videos if you ain't seen them yet. And also make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. What's the most important thing? Oh, that was it. Keep doing bits.